Hello, dear students. Very good morning. You know that we are learning the chapter soil, right? So, in the previous class, we have learned about what is soil, what is the importance of soil, and what are the different weathering methods like physical, chemical, and biological weathering, right? So, and we also have learned how this soil is formed. So, now let us study about soil profile. Soil profile means a different layers of soil. What is soil profile? ಏನಿದು soil profile ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ? So soil profile means it is a vertical section through the different layers of the soil. So if you take ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ so if you take, so that is called as a soil profile. It means it is the vertical section through the different layers of the soil. Different layers of the soil of in a vertical section, it is called as soil profile. So each layer is different in color, texture, depth, and their chemical composition. It is called as horizon. So each layer in the soil profile has a different color, texture, depth, and the chemical composition. We call it as a horizons. Now let us study about different horizons in a soil profile. So the lowest horizon, that is called as horizon or a bedrock. Bedrock andre it is the final layer. So idu bedrock. So after that whatever it is so it is divided into different horizons. So first let us study about O horizon. So O horizon, it is the top organic layer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ plants ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so that is that. So O organic layer of the soil, and it is made mostly of the leaf litter and partially decomposed organic matter. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವೇ O horizon ಅಲ್ಲಿ so dead leaves or leaf litter or partially decomposed organic matter you can see in this layer, and it is the most prominent layer in the forest. So O horizon, it is very important because there is a accumulation of debris fallen from the trees. So it is a top layer, and here there is accumulation of debris fallen from the trees. So this is about O horizon. So next comes to the second layer, A horizon. So A horizon, it is this dark color layer. This dark color layer, it is called as top soil. It is found just below the O horizon. O horizon ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, and it is rich in the decomposed organic matter called as humus. So ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, and this humus is formed by the decomposition of these plants, plant parts, and dead and decayed animal remains. So it is mixed with the soil and gives the soil a loose texture. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ loose texture ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, that holds the water. So if it has a loose texture, it will allow the water in between the soil particles, and it allow the air to diffuse through it. So ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ air ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬರಬಹುದು, and it makes the soil more fertile. So this A horizon makes the soil more fertile, and many organisms such as earthworms, fungi, and bacteria are present in this A horizon. And the soil particles in this layer, so e layer into soil particles are the smallest. They are very small and the finest as compared to the lower horizons. ಈ lower horizons compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so A horizon fine ಆಗಿರುವಂತ smallest particles we can see. And in this soil, seeds germinate and grow. The plant's roots will grow in this A horizon. ಈ roots A horizon ವರೆಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is about A horizon. Next layer is B horizon. So it is also called as, this layer is also called as subsoil. So the top soil ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು subsoil, that is horizon B. So it contains a higher mineral content than the top soil. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಿಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ minerals ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and it is reddish or brownish in color. So B horizon ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ soil it will be reddish or brownish in color due to the presence of oxides of iron. So in this B horizon, So oxides of irons will be there, hence the color of the soil is reddish or brownish in color. So this is about B horizon. Next come to C horizon. So this layer is regolith. It is also called as regolith. Regolith. C horizon is also called as regolith. So roots of the plants do not penetrate here. So roots of the plants will be so illige B horizon ashte. So it will not come to C horizon. So it will not penetrate into this layer. So in this layer, very little organic matter is found. So this is about a C horizon. So the last and final is so R horizon or a bedrock. So this R horizon, it is also called as a bedrock. It consists of the unbroken solid rocks. Here you can see it contains unbroken solid rocks and it is present beneath all the other layers. So ಎಲ್ಲ layers ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಈ ತರ ರಾಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this is about the different horizons of a soil profile. So next is composition of soil. So what it is made up of. So most soils possess four basic components. One is soil particles, next water, air and organic matter. So the organic matter. So this organic matter of the soil can be further divided into humus. So here you can see this is organic matter. So ಈ organic matter ಅಲ್ಲಿ so there are different types, that is humus, roots and organisms. So various living organisms and roots will involve in this. So and here you can see in the soil there is a 45% of the mineral particles, 25% of the air, 25% of the water and the remaining 5% that is organic matter. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 5% ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ if you take it for 100, so ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 80% humus, 10% roots and 10% organisms it will include. Okay, this is composition of soil. Next we'll learn about soil texture. So texture ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so how you feel when you touch it. So if you want to know, so just take some soil and squeeze it between your fingers. So what you feel? So it is crumbly, right? Crumbly, sticky or grainy. So grain ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So a soil's texture depends on the size of the particles present in it. ಯಾವ size ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And the size distribution of the soil particles decides the texture of the soil. So the size ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ತರದ soil ಅಂತ so it will depend. So sand, if the soil size is less or more, so based on that we can classify like sand, silt and clay are the main three types of soil particles. Sand, silt or clay. So these are the main three types of soil particles. So beside these, soil also contains some soil granules, some gravels and some small stones. So types of particles present in the soil with the diameter. So here you can see sand has a 2 to 0.06 diameter. Silt is 0.06 to 0.002. And next clay, that is less than 0.002. Types of soils. And every type of soil, it is a mixture of sand, silt, clay and organic matter. So whatever the soil it may be, so it contains a mixture of all these things. So soil texture affects the water holding capacity of the soil, movement of water through the soil and also the cultivation of crops. So because in different types of soil, so different crops will be grown. So there are mainly four types of soils: sandy, silt, clayey and loamy soils. Okay, so first one is sandy soil, silt soil, clayey soil and loamy soil. Sandy soil, maybe you all have studied about this thing, sandy soil. It is a coarse in nature with a very little clay. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ so ಜೇಡಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಇರೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ and it has a big spaces between the particles. So the sandy soil, since the soil particles are large, they have a big space between the particles, and it will allow the air and water into the soil, but it is unable to hold the water or nutrients. So because they have a large spaces. And the plant roots, so the plant roots cannot hold on to this soil because it is very loose. So but there are some plants that can grow in the sandy topsoil, because their roots can penetrate deep through the sandy topsoil to the subsoil, topsoil in the subsoil vargu, so they can penetrate the roots. So this is about sandy soil. Here they have a large soil particles, and they have a very less spaces between them. Next is silt. So silt means it is very lightweight, so gritty, but gritty, since it consists of a silt particles which are finer than sand. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಸಿಲ್ಟ್ ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸಿಲ್ಟ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ silt makes mud, so it is most commonly found in the flood plains. So flood plains ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮರಳ್ ತರ. And soils contain a lot of silt make excellent farmland. So this soil erode easily by wind or water. So ಇದು silt ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೋರಾಗಿ, so water are due to the strong winds, so it can be eroded. So this is about silt. Next is clayey soil. Students, you might have played in this clay, right? So clay soil. So it consists of very fine clay particles. So the size of the particles are very less in this clayey soil. And this clayey soil, it is a heavy and dense. It has a it is hard as concrete. So ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾರೋ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And when it dry, it is like a concrete. So when it dries, so and the space between the particles are also very less. So JD ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ, so soil particles ಮಧ್ಯ, so size is very less. So space is also very less. These plant roots cannot push through it. So most of the microorganisms and other soil organisms cannot breathe in this soil because they have very less space, and air and water will not enter so properly. So no air can get in from the surface. So this type of soil is not good for growing plants. Plants na grow ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ it is not a good soil. Next is loamy soil or a loam. It is the perfect soil for plants and soil organisms. So it is about the same amount of the sand and the silt along with a smaller amount of clay. So loamy soil, it is like a mixture of all these things. And this soil has enough large and small spaces for air and water to flow in. So water ಮತ್ತೆ air flow ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ they have a larger and smaller spaces. So it also has enough clay to let it stick together and hold the humus. So ಇದಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಇದು ಯಾವ ತರ ಇದೆಯೋ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅದೇ ತರ. So it has a sticky in nature because it has to hold the water and it has to hold the humus. But these plant roots can easily grow through these spaces. Soil ali, so they can easily grow in the loamy soil. So this is about today's class. I hope you have understood. Thank you.